Emerald Tablets of Thoth. In this episode of The Lost Journal, we open the dusty pages of history to uncover one of the most enigmatic artifacts ever whispered about: the Emerald Tablets of Thoth. A set of mysterious green tablets said to hold the secrets of creation, the key to alchemy, and even the path to immortality. My friend, take a deep breath. Let the noise of the world fade away and follow me. Because tonight, we might just touch the knowledge of the gods themselves. The Legend of the Tablets. Who or what was Thoth? Ancient Egyptian texts describe him as the god of wisdom, the inventor of writing, the keeper of divine knowledge. To the Greeks, he became Hermes Trismegistus, the thrice great Hermes, a figure who combined the wisdom of Egypt with the philosophy of Greece. Somewhere between myth and history, between God and man, stands the shadow of Thoth. The Emerald Tablets are said to have been created by Thoth himself, written in a language no mortal could read, unless they were ready. According to the legend, these tablets were made of a green, indestructible crystal, hidden away after the fall of Atlantis and rediscovered in ancient Egypt. Each tablet contained not mere words, but living truths, formulas that could transform the soul, transmute metals, and reveal the structure of the cosmos. One line has echoed through the centuries: as above, so below. To the Hermetic philosophers, this phrase was a map of reality itself. The idea that the microcosm reflects the macrocosm, that by knowing ourselves we can know the universe. And so, seekers, alchemists, and mystics across the ages have searched for these tablets. Not just to find them, but to understand them. But here's the question that haunts historians. Did these tablets ever physically exist? Or were they always meant to be symbolic, a set of truths encoded in myth, waiting for us to decipher? The alchemical knowledge. Alchemy. The word alone conjures up images of shadowy laboratories, bubbling flasks, and robed figures trying to turn lead into gold. But the truth is, alchemy was never just about metal. It was about transformation. Of matter, of spirit, of the very self. The Emerald Tablets are often described as the very foundation of alchemy. In them, Thoth is said to reveal the formula for the philosopher's stone. Not merely a physical object, but a process of refining the base elements of life itself, purifying them until only the purest essence remains. Separate the earth from the fire, the tablets instruct, the subtle from the gross, gently and with great ingenuity. To the medieval alchemists, this was not just chemistry, it was a spiritual path. To purify metals was to purify the soul. To turn lead into gold was to turn ignorance into wisdom. And so, entire lifetimes were spent searching for this elusive secret, hidden in cryptic diagrams and strange Latin inscriptions. Even Isaac Newton, yes, the Newton of gravity, was fascinated by the Emerald Tablet. In the late 1600s, he translated the tablet into English, carefully copying each line by hand. To Newton, the tablet was not superstition. It was a map of the forces that held the universe together. Modern scholars now believe that some of his breakthroughs in physics may have been inspired by these very words. And perhaps this is why the tablet continues to haunt us. It suggests that the universe is not random, not chaotic, but ordered. That we are not just observers of this grand design, but participants. That by understanding the laws of nature, we can transform not just the world around us, but the very core of who we are. Hidden codes and mysteries. The Emerald Tablet is not long. In fact, it could fit on a single page, and yet it has inspired entire libraries of commentary. Why? Because every word seems to hide another meaning. The phrase, "It rises from earth to heaven and descends again to earth," was taken by some alchemists as a literal instruction, a process of distillation, but by mystics as a description of the soul's journey from the physical world to the divine and back again. Over the centuries, secret societies claimed to guard the deeper meaning of the tablet. The Hermetic Order, the Rosicrucians, and later even Freemasons saw in the tablet a key to unlocking universal wisdom. In medieval manuscripts, strange geometric diagrams and planetary symbols were drawn alongside the text, as if the words themselves were not enough, as if one needed an image, a code to unlock them fully. Some scholars believe that the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, as we know them today, are actually a compilation. Fragments from Egypt, Greece, even Mesopotamia, stitched together into a single text by later Hermetic philosophers. Others argue that there were never any tablets at all, that the story was a metaphor from the beginning, a riddle meant to guide seekers inward, to the hidden tablet of the heart. And yet, there are accounts, strange and scattered, of physical tablets being seen. In the Middle Ages, one Arab historian wrote of a green tablet discovered beneath a statue in a ruined city, indestructible, glowing faintly in the dark. In the 20th century, an American occultist named Maurice Doreal claimed to have discovered a set of 12 tablets beneath the Great Pyramid, which he later translated into what he called the Emerald Tablets of Thoth the Atlantean. Whether true or fabrication, the text he published continues to circulate among modern spiritual circles, adding a new layer to an already tangled mystery. So what are we to believe? Are the Emerald Tablets fragments of a lost Atlantean science? A sacred text encoded in myth? Or a living riddle that adapts itself to every generation that seeks it? The modern perspective. Today, the Emerald Tablet is no longer hidden in dusty monasteries or secret lodges. It is everywhere. You can find its words on the internet, in books, in the captions of social media posts. As above, so below has become a mantra for a new generation of seekers. But what are they really seeking? Some turn to the tablet as a guide for personal transformation, a reminder that the world is a mirror, that by changing ourselves, we change what we see. Others study it as a work of philosophy, a key to understanding consciousness and the nature of reality. Scientists, too, are intrigued. Quantum physics, after all, tells us that the observer affects the observed. A truth Thoth may have whispered thousands of years ago. And maybe that is the enduring power of the Emerald Tablet. It refuses to be just one thing. It is a scientific formula and a spiritual prayer, a historical artifact and a timeless metaphor. It belongs to no religion, and yet speaks to all of them. It challenges us, provokes us, and invites us to look deeper, not just into history, but into ourselves. Because perhaps the real Emerald Tablet was never meant to be found in a tomb or a pyramid. Perhaps it was meant to be discovered here, in the quiet moments, when we dare to ask who we really are and who we might become. The Emerald Tablets leave us with more questions than answers. And maybe that's the point. If this journey through history and mystery resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to join me on future explorations. And remember, every story leaves a trace.